All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to Night Kids After Dark podcast, episode 43 for February 2nd, 2023. On this Thursday, I'm your host, BTG Plays, alongside Yanonick,
Hey, what's happening?
Professor Daxter,
Hello.
and Cynderelle. What's up, you guys?
Not much, other than I just saw a photo of young Yano.
Oh,
Young Yano.
Young
Embarrassing.
Yano. No, you look good, bro.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Dang.
How is everyone doing? Did anything special happen this week?
Well, you go first then.
Lily's no longer streaming on Twitch, and that hurts my heart.
Wait, she's leaving Switch?
Yeah.
She's done, she said.
Oh, that's sad.
And then Yano sang a beautiful keynote.
You were there for that, yeah.
I even said hello, but
You
I was
did.
working out, so I didn't know if you saw it or not.
I did see it. However, I didn't know you heard the song.
I did.
Oh, dang. Do I have Cinderella muted? I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Shut up, Cynderelle.
You're going to have to unmute yourself now again.
Yes.
You to notice
There we go.
Because you know, when we were setting up, your kid was screaming, and I was like, oh, she forgot to mute. She forgot to mute her mic, so let me mute it for her.
I realized like halfway through because I came in and I was like, crap.
I was like, oh, no.
He wasn't happy.
Yeah, that sucks. What you guys been playing? You guys been playing anything?
World of Warcraft. Get me out, please.
Well, you'll probably be, once Hogwarts come out, you'll probably stop. For a little bit.
Yeah, for at least a day.
Rumbleverse and Fall Guys for me.
Isn't Rumbleverse done?
Yes, it is. And we will talk about that in a minute. But I've been playing that Hi-Fi Rush game.
How is it? What is it?
High five.
What is it? Yeah, the
'cause
game.
I know it came out of the blue. It literally came out of nowhere.
Oh,
So
that's the rhythm game.
Yeah, the action rhythm game. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. So I'm like 4 bosses in, and they do a very good job of pacing the abilities. Like you're playing and you get a new ability and you're like, oh, this is dope. And you go for a while and you're like, all right, well, like at first I thought when I first played like the first 2 levels, I was like, oh, all right, this is a good simple game. No. They start adding abilities after abilities, but they give you enough time to learn that ability and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a beast with this ability. And then they give you a new mechanic to add on top of it, and you're like, dang.
I love that. A game that has like a tutorial from the beginning to the end, because
Yeah.
just a little bit of
Yes, and it is so good. The storytelling's good. Like I've seen some people already been giving the game like top scores, like 5 out of 5. So yeah,
How much is it?
$30 free on Game Pass.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Also, I've been playing a game called Nessie.
How do you spell it?
Necesse. It's a game like Terraria. It's a top over Terraria game. It's got city building. You own a civilization, and then you basically like grow that way, and then you do bosses and stuff. So far it's been cool. It's very much just Terraria overhead, but I like it a lot.
How did you hear about it?
I was looking for games to play. I didn't know what I wanted to play off, like just relax, because WoW's stressful sometimes. So I just figured I would play something to like vibe and chill.
It looks cool.
And then also Universum is the other game, and it's a god game where you just basically take care of these things called nuggets, and they
nuggets.
Yeah, and it sounds just like that, nuggets, and you basically go from like the primal age all the way up to space tech and try to escape the planet.
Nice.
Is that game played in VR?
Universum?
It looks like it.
Maybe. I don't know. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
seen.
Oh,
I can't do VR, so
yeah, it makes him sick. It makes you sick, right?
I just can't see in 3D.
Oh,
Everything's
weird.
like flat for me. I have
Wow.
no depth perception.
Oh, that's
What does
crazy.
that even look like?
I mean,
Flat.
I can still see like overall, but like backing up in a car is impossible for me.
It means
I've
he's
hit so much shit.
terrible at basketball.
Oh no!
Yeah. I can dunk though. We're chilling.
I believe that.
All right, well, today's stories include Last of Us just keeps breaking records. Epic is killing off another game. Twitch streamer shows her feet, and people are, man, you know how people get about them feet. And leaked footage of Horizon multiplayer game is out, and more. Because this is Night Kids After Dark podcast, where gamers discuss gamer things every Monday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on Twitch.tv/Team Night Kids. Except for last Monday, we had to take a day off. If you're watching live, we do have a segment that we call the Pot of Gold that we typically do on Thursdays when Rainbowkisses is here. That's our Night Q's Q&A. You can ask questions live in the chat or join the Discord and place your questions in the Pot of Gold thread. If you don't want to watch live, you can watch later on youtube.com/@Team Night Kids682, or you can listen on podcast services by searching the 4 words Night Kids After Dark. And remember, if you want the show ad free, hit that sub button. Not really much housekeeping today. So it's pretty much time for some news. So we have, what do we got? 8 stories today. And we'll go ahead and start off with the first story that I'm pretty sad about, and I'm sure Yanonick is sad too. Epic kills Battle Royale game less than 6 months after release. This is a ruthless shutdown even by modern standards. In August 2022, Epic Games developer Fortnite, custodians of the Epic Game Stores, creators of Unreal Engine, Rich as God, published a melee-based Battle Royale game called Rumbleverse. It is now January 2023 or February now, actually, and the game is already being killed off. Yeah.
Why? And didn't it do well, I thought?
So okay.
I
So
guess it's really hard to compete with Fortnite, yeah.
I mean, they're both their game. But it says the decision to shut down the game was announced earlier today by developers Iron Galaxy. We have an important announcement to share on February 28th, 2023. Rumbleverse servers will go offline. Players who have made any purchase since launch will be eligible for refund. We thank you so much for playing. Please see the full details on our blog. That followed that up with a short statement on their company site in which they share hopes that just because Epic is killing the game off doesn't mean it's dead forever, and that you may not yet have seen the Rumble in its final form. At Iron Galaxy, we believe very strongly in the value of bringing people together to share meaningful experience in games. Every single one of us is a gamer. It's what motivates us to create. With the announcement of the sunsetting of Rumbleverse, we want to share a more personal note with the players who have joined us in Capital City. When you work on a video game, you imagine the community that will show up to play it someday. For years, we dreamed about a lively city filled with people fighting to become a champion. We strive to create a vibrant place that celebrates... celebrated the competitive spirit. Our goal was to bring joy back to online multiplayer gaming. The people who gave Rumbleverse a chance and took it on as a new hobby have validated every day that we put into bringing our ideas to life. We love watching you play. We have learned from your stories and your insights. We even passed around the art you've created to immortalize your best moments in the streets. It is our sincerest hope that this news does not mark the end of Rumbleverse. You may not yet have seen Rumble in its final form. If we can welcome people back onto the deck of Battle Barge again, we hope you'll be there, laced up and ready to take your rightful place in the canon. Iron Galaxy will keep making games. It's our passion and our purpose. Our people are filled with skills and inspirations to keep the world playing. Thank you for playing. This is not the last time you'll hear from us. This is not the last time we'll invite you to play.
I want to believe that, but that could just be the way of getting out. Here's what I really want to see. Here's where I see games really thrive. I would like for the game to be open and available to any one of us to be able to host our own servers. And I would like to see an esports scene come from it, because a lot of the hardcore players of this community have been requesting access to custom lobbies, which we finally got last month and then they shut down the servers. So, and we were just getting ready to host some tournaments this month. So it really is really hard news, and I'm a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, I'm going to have my fingers and toes crossed, hoping that they do bring back the game, and this isn't the end of it, even if it's not its final form.
So I kind of do think the game will come back.
You
I
think
fe-
so?
Yeah, because dang, what was that? Realm Royale was one of the games that Epic had, and they rebooted it again to come back out.
Like the spell shooter one.
Wait,
No,
I thought they
no.
shut down Realm Royale again.
Well, they re-released it like a year later. It's still called Realm Royale, but it's called Realm Royale something else. I don't know if that one's officially gone down, but Spellbreak did go down. Yes.
Yeah, they did.
But they re-released Realm Royale. I feel like with the Rumbleverse, man, it was good. It was really good. I feel like there was a lot of players in the beginning, but like Dak said, it is hard to compete in the battle royale space. And I feel like one of the mistakes that they made with the Rumbleverse is, I mean, it comes to content, like the season pass, right? There was nothing in the season pass that you felt like that you couldn't miss out on. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about Epic Games, man. They couldn't get a deal with like WWE or something. Bring some Undertaker skins or something.
Man, or pro Japanese.
Or yeah,
yeah, that would
yeah.
be so great.
Like there was so many avenues they could have went to like really.
I'm really curious
this
why they
thing rolling.
didn't. Epic of all people didn't do something like that with, you know what I mean? Like they're the kings and queens of like bringing Dragon Ball Z and like Naruto and like just all these like fan favorites to a game. It's weird that they wouldn't do that for their like secondary game, but
And see, I think that's what I'm wondering. Like, is this like a shutdown temporarily till they can figure out whether they can get some backing like that and be like, you know what, we'll re-release this, but maybe we do some partnership with a wrestling league, and it's not just Rumbleverse, it's WWE's Rumbleverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
man,
Like something like that.
Here's my theory. Here's my thoughts. I notice a lot of these other games are also shutting down around the same time. We also got the announcement yesterday that or this morning that Knockout Kings is or Knockout
Knockout City?
Yeah, they're shutting that down in June.
What?
Yeah, that's going down. And a ton of
my
other
God.
games are going down as well. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but a lot of games servers are going down. And I wouldn't be surprised if more go down in the near future.
It could just be because of all the firings, man. Laying off a lot of people. You don't have the people to run these servers and to make this content. So
also I have to applaud, and I think it's important to bring up too, is that they're giving full refunds on any purchases made in the game. They didn't have to do that at all.
I'm glad that they are doing that.
yeah, me too. For sure.
Now, if League of Legends did that, I would make some bank. So, like,
they would not give a full refund on everything over the past
13
years.
Yeah, 13 years.
Yeah, League of Legends is definitely gonna give you all your money back.
They ain't going nowhere. They have a whole new fighting game coming out. They got a whole new MMORPG coming out. They're here to stay. They got money.
They are.
All right, and news story number 2 to follow it up with some, more bleak news. God, it's a bleak news kind of day. Annie Wershing, the Last of Us game and 24 actress, dies at 45. Her successful career spans more than 20 years. Acclaimed actress Annie Wershing has passed away at the age of 45 after a prolonged battle with cancer, as reported by Deadline. Wershing was diagnosed with cancer in 2020, yet continued her acting career, appearing in both Star Trek Picard and The Rookie. Wershing is best known for her roles as Renee Walker in the show 24, as well as Leslie Dean in Marvel's Runaways. She is also well known for her outstanding performance as Tess in the 2013 PlayStation game The Last of Us. Neil Druckmann, co-creator of The Last of Us, posted on Twitter saying, "Just found out my dear friend Annie Wershing passed away. We just lost a beautiful artist and human being. My heart is shattered. Thoughts on her thoughts are with her loved ones. He also posted a link to a GoFundMe that has been set up for her family.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that
know that's who played Tess. I loved the Runaways.
I did too, man. I was so mad when it ended.
And
Comic books are so good.
she was so good in that show.
Yeah.
That's really sad. What
That-
happened? Do we know?
Oh, she had cancer. She's been fighting cancer since 2020.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that sucks.
R.I.P. for real.
But I mean, you know, she did a fantastic job in the Last of Us game, and the Last of Us is doing a fantastic job right now. It just keeps on breaking records. Last of Us episode 2 broke a massive record for HBO. Let's see.
Is
The record
3 out yet?
3 is out, and
Okay.
that one broke a record too.
I was gonna say.
Last week, The Last of Us premiere scored HBO's second largest debut for an original series since 2010. And now, episode 2 of The Last of Us Infected has broken another HBO record. Infected brought in 5.7 million viewers across HBO and HBO Max streams, marking a 22% increase over last week's 4.7 million premiere. That increase is the largest audience increase from a first episode to a second episode for an original drama series on HBO in the network's history, as first reported by Variety. Now, episode 3 ended up breaking that record and bringing 33% more viewers.
Whoa.
Like, that's crazy. Oh, man.
I don't know if you've seen this, but this made me laugh. There is a video of Pedro Pascal dancing with one of the clickers off screen or whatever.
Oh,
It
man.
made me laugh a lot. So I'm just gonna post it, and if you want to show it, you can. If not, it's fine
Can you
too.
post it in the Twitch chat?
I put it in the. Do you need me to do it in the Twitch chat or the?
Yeah, put it in the Twitch chat.
Okay.
But yeah, Last of Us, it's doing great. Let me see.
Good for them too. They kept it true to the game. They
did.
They got really
Oh,
good
Lord.
actors and actresses,
And I like how they keep
put
it
money
fresh
for it.
by slightly changing the story or adding more details to
I
the
think
story.
I think with like game medium, you're stuck to the time that you're a lot like you're stuck to your technology at the time, and with video, you have a lot more leeway on ideas of what you want to see done, and they're able to do what the game can't in that sense, and I think that's what you see here, while keeping the true essence of the show the same.
So, oh wait, dang, and okay, yeah. So I will say I don't want to spoil anything because I know some people haven't seen.
I haven't seen it. I still want to see it really bad.
Haven't seen episode 3, but episode 3 is probably the biggest deviation from the game, but I think it was in a good way, and it's still the story of the game still seems like it's gonna fall the same.
Great
that-
storytelling.
That was a very sad episode, and it was very. Last of
Yeah,
Us killing.
people literally said that people were crying, tears.
Oh man.
Yeah, but also records that are being broken are the Last of Us HBO series drove 238% jump in PlayStation game sales in the UK. So it's not enough just to watch The Last of Us. Viewers are ready to play too, as Last of Us makes its television debut. The first chapter in Joel and Ellie's journey are reaping the benefits with a hefty jump in UK sales on PlayStation 4 and 5. According to GameIndustry.biz, the game's 2022 PS5 remake, The Last of Us Part 1, re-entered the UK sales chart at the number 20 spot after a 238% jump in sales for the week of January 21, 2023. Its PS4 predecessor, The Last of Us Remastered, also saw a sizable boost with a 322% sales bump that placed it at number 32. Yeah, so we had talked about this a few months ago. Like, was this going to be a trend of video games making shows to boost more sales of older content that they had? And it looks like it's just like a symptom of it. Like, it's just going to happen. If the show's good, people are going to buy the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what was the last game that had a show?
The Witcher.
The
Oh,
Witcher,
and Cyberpunk, Edge Runner.
Cyberpunk.
Same.
Cyberpunk actually put Cyberpunk back on the map in terms of like people wanting to play it again.
Right. I think Cinderelle's having major internet issues tonight.
I think so too.
But yeah, Last of Us, great show. If you haven't watched it, start watching it.
Is it hard for some people to, because I know we're not on the topic, but HBO is a subscription based show, so not everyone necessarily has HBO. So what are all the different what is it, platforms that you can? Is there a way to
HBO.
watch it? That's it.
Pirating.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the
You gotta have HBO.
only legal way to watch it. Look, well, you guys do what you do. Just
I have friends with all sorts of subscriptions, so
just do what you gotta
so
do.
that's what I'm gonna do. It's just to borrow.
But yeah,
Also, did you hear Netflix is getting rid of their sharing?
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
they're planning how to get rid of it using like your IP addresses tracking the
said-
devices.
Yeah, they say if you don't log into your main place every 30 days, your account will be banned.
Yeah, I don't
Which
see
I
how
don't
they're
know
gonna do it.
How that's gonna work, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Because like, if I buy a new phone, are you just gonna block me out automatically?
Yeah.
And I log into that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Cinderella, you good?
Netflix is long for this world anymore.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't think it'll do well.
With the amount of shows that they've canceled lately,
It's been
like
a lot.
good shows too.
Well,
The amount of good shows that they have canceled and now this, like I highly doubt they're gonna last much longer.
And on top of it, their idea is like, if no one can share a subscription, then other people are gonna pay for their sub, but they're not. Like, no one's like, I was gonna not pay for it, but now that I'm forced to, I'm gonna pay for it now. Like, it's just dumb.
yeah, I think Netflix will do fine.
What makes you so confident?
They've made Netflix makes so much money, right? They were the first ones to really do this, and that's why they cancel so many shows. It's not a money thing. It's just that they can afford to cancel shows and start new ones, and they do what Google does. We start something, try it out. If it's not like a huge hit, we can cancel it. They buy up other shows to put on Netflix.
But that's the thing. A lot of the like their new Winx Saga.
Oh, don't say that.
Huge
That's such a
hit.
good show. That was such a good show.
Yeah, they canceled that.
I'm sad.
Right. I mean, I did read an article about Netflix where they said the shows that they canceled did not do as good as everybody. Like, they were good shows. They might have been good to you, but they did not do as well as you.
Well, they keep taking things off that don't need to be taken off.
Hey.
Yeah, if they take the League of Legends like Arcane series off, I'll riot, like, straight up.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're removing it from their platform instead of just not showing and airing new episodes, I guess.
That's what they're doing. Is they're not taking off old content. They're just not putting. They're canceling the season 2, season 3s of it.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can always bring them
Except for
back.
the part where they took off Criminal Minds and Bones and
Oh, I didn't watch those. So.
Well, with the Criminal Minds and Bones, that stuff ran out. Their contracts for those ran out because that's actually owned by Paramount Plus.
and a lot of people are upset when they took off the Vampire Diaries. And don't tell me that it's just a CW thing because they still have the originals and legacies on there, and both of those are CW shows. So you can't tell me.
I'd never watched Vampire Diaries.
I
Arrow?
watched. No.
Arrow's
I loved Arrow.
I watched 3 episodes of Vampire Diaries because I was curious, and it was the funniest show I've ever seen. They tried so hard to be serious, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And CW shows are owned by Warner Bros., which is HBO Max. Those shows are actually on HBO Max now.
The originals is not, but Vampire Diaries is. But there's talk of them taking the originals off. So I think they're gonna do what happened with Vampire Diaries. If Vampire Diaries goes off Netflix, it's gonna go over to HBO. But then you have to pay $15 for an HBO subscription.
Hey,
Price gouging.
My Hulu subscription is $16 a month because of HBO.
Oh, just because of it? Oh, dude.
I paid $2 a month for my Hulu subscription.
oh, you have HBO through your Hulu. Oh, gotcha.
Yes. So my Hulu subscription is like $16, $17 just because of HBO.
Crazy.
Just because.
We're back to cable.
Yeah,
Like,
inflation,
with all the
guys.
streaming services, like you might as well just go
On
pay
top
for
of the
cable.
fact that they even have commercials now too. If you don't pay for the highest like version,
Yeah,
HBO doesn't, but HBO never
Not
has
yet.
had commercials, even on cable.
well, it's also $15 for HBO.
that's true. That is true. They already started at the price hike. Well, it was $14.99. It's actually $15.99. I got the email yesterday.
Oh,
It went up $1. So yes,
I mean, that dollar adds up.
it's
it does. So next news story, story number 3. We talked about this last week. Also, we talked about what Naughty Dog being done with Uncharted, but
Ain't no way.
look,
No shot.
what I said. He should have a kid, right? They should do.
You did say that.
So fans think Sony is teasing a new Uncharted starring Nathan Drake's kid. Naughty Dog is done with Uncharted, but Sony might not be. Sony may have just teased its next Uncharted game in a new commercial about a supposed end to the PlayStation 5 console shortage. In between, vignettes for announced games like Spider-Man 2 is a brief clip of a woman carrying a torch through a cave, and fans think it might be pointing to a new Uncharted game starring Nathan Drake's daughter, Cassie,
I'm here for it.
whose
I
mother
enjoyed Cassie.
mother is also Lara Croft. Crazy. No, that's not.
Wait a
That's
second.
that's not.
No.
That last part I made up.
You
Uh,
literally see the parents at the end scene of 3.
hey, you never know.
Lara Croft could have gone.
Polyamorous relationships are a thing. Post over at PlayStation Blog via VGC even says that the new PS5 ad hints at the breadth of an extraordinary experiences available on console and goes out of its way to dare players to see if they can spot all of the game references. The woman in the cave, who at one point can be seen blowing dust off a mysterious artifact, appears to be the only part of the commercial that doesn't correspond to a currently announced or released PlayStation exclusive. Oh man. Oh, they got images. Well, so yeah, we might. What do you think? You think this is happening or not?
I mean, it's cool.
Go ahead.
I think it's cool that it's good. That fans are coming up with these theories because sometimes they do come true. But if they said that they're done with the Uncharted series, then that means they're done with it, and they may tease it in a film or something. But I doubt they're gonna make another game, right?
I think the hype behind fans can sometimes sway companies into making content.
Or fixing Sonic.
Oh yeah, they did that.
Yeah, that's true. I love the Uncharted series. I remember playing like all the Uncharted, and like some of those moments were like cool, and so I'm here for it. I'm down. I'm down for it.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I think like I was done with Uncharted with Nathan Drake. I'm always down for a passing of the torch type story. Like always.
Especially with like hints and like nods to the dad, like to Nathan, because it's the the kid. Be cool.
Right. Jay Leo said, I personally would like to see a TV series based on that. I would too. And speaking of more TV series, Amazon has just bought the rights to Tomb Raider for their TV series.
Oh wow! Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah. So they bought all the rights to Tomb Raider from Embracer Group. So now they pretty much own Tomb Raider.
So we probably are gonna get a Tomb Raider's series.
Can we not use Angelina Jolie anymore? Can we use like anybody else?
We will not see Angelina Jolie play Tomb Raider anymore. I don't see that.
I wonder if they would just use the actor from the new Tomb Raider games, but
I like her. Yeah,
I do too.
Storytelling.
But let's get to the next news story. Story number 4. This is the one you've all been waiting for. I know you've been waiting for it. Like, this is probably the only reason why you're here. But
I was like, what is it? And I'm like, oh yeah, feet. Forgot.
Feet.
This comes from Kotaku Ethan Gack. Nobody was ready for this Twitch streamer's answer to show feet. I
love her. She's
not going to read it. I'm just going to play the video because I died.
There's a video?
Yeah.
The
Got lots
Yo,
of
somebody's
shit.
asking for feet. Hold on.
Oh no. Hold on. It's not. I needed to go full screen, but stupid Twitter. What is
She's
that?
so funny. She's so
Oh
funny.
no, I can't go full screen. Can I do it? You're gonna make me sign in? Here we go.
Turn on
Yo, somebody's asking
notifications.
for feet. Hold on.
This is the reason why you don't ever like any of my stuff, BTG. You're never logged in.
That'll do it. So this was
She has nice feet. I hate feet, but she has nice feet.
Bro, the way she looks at the camera.
For those wanting to see those bangers up close. Yo,
I need my camera to do that.
Bro. She
She didn't even show the full foot.
shit, it was the lobster sandals everybody
The
got
lobster
crazy about. I didn't even, bro, these lobster sandals,
Oh, those are cool.
are they?
I think so. What?
I
Lobster slippers? Oh,
I will-
give me them slides.
I will get you some of those.
Listen.
You
These are
get
my
those.
current slides. These
You
are my
get
current
those-
slides.
You
I
get
like-
those crustaceans. You know what I mean? Those crusty
Yeah.
feet.
What?
I got-
Rock
I
lobster.
Comfies. I got some comfy slides.
I'm not wearing anything on my feet, so
Hey
don't
man, we're
show
live
me
on Twitch. You can't tell people that.
Yeah, put those away. You nasty.
Oh man, but
they're covered by my pants. Does that help? I'm wearing like extra long baggy pants.
That helps. That secures the deal.
I have to wear socks and I have to wear shoes. I can't not wear socks anywhere.
So the number of people buying lobster slides has gone up, right? Now
it probably has.
3% sales increase.
I wonder if that's a thing.
Skyrocketed.
If that I wonder if that really happened.
I'm about to go put some money in stocks.
Oh, lobster
lobster?
lobster slides.
Lobster stocks, yeah.
Nah, but she killed that, and the way she did it was just funny as hell. And you know, people love feet; they love them.
I don't understand where this random foot fetish is aspired from, and it would even made its way into Game of Thrones. Now that tells you something.
Oh yeah, House of Dragon. That means it's been around forever, bro.
Show me
must have
those
been around.
paws.
There's always been somebody who had a thing for feet.
I think
Doth-
people just.
Doth have feet pics.
I think people have a love for every part of the human anatomy. It's just not so well known. And
Yo, give me them ankles, girl.
Yeah, and I think feet just is like what? Because some
Maybe-
people like earlobes for real.
You shouldn't trust anybody that likes earlobes for real.
Earlobes. Let me see them lobes, girl. Oh man, it made my contact come out.
Cinderella's face.
Let me see them earlobes.
I hope so. For a really long time, I've been wanting to get into.
Oh,
voice
let me put
acting
my
and stuff.
contact.
I would love to read like narration and stuff like that, and then just have something off the wall like, and then she looked at the earlobes and she fell in love instantly.
I think you can get that done, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. You ain't know about these rising kneecap loves. People love kneecaps. I could believe that.
Would you like a kneecap?
How much are we talking?
No, just like if your girl asked kind of thing.
Oh, if
I
my
mean-
lady has, yeah, I'll lick this. I'll lick.
I like the shit out them kneecaps.
Ashy or not, it don't even matter.
I
Come here,
moisturize the
girl.
shit out of them.
Oh man,
Cinderellas face.
you got me crying. All right, news story number 5. So, let me see. So the Horizon multiplayer alpha footage leaks, and it kind of looks like Fortnite. The alpha gameplay video apparently for summer 2020 is more cartoony than you'd expect. Some screenshots and gameplay footage circulating online today report to be Guerrilla Games' currently in develop Horizon multiplayer project, And I gotta say, these are some of the most Fortnite-looking Immortals Phoenix Rising style models I've ever seen. It's been known for a minute now that the developer Guerrilla Games had plans to expand the Horizon universe after Forbidden West. February 22 launch, the Netherlands-based studio announced back in December 2022 that a new internal team is hard at work on an online project featuring a new cast of characters and a unique stylized look. It's that stylized look that may have cocked some heads, as Horizon's art style and graphics are on the side of beautifully realistic. Picturing anything other than that might have been difficult. However, if the leaked assets are to be believed, we now have an idea what Guerrilla Games might be aiming for. The assets popped up on Reddit. So pretty much, look, I actually downloaded the video. Not going to show it, but the characters look just like Fortnite characters, but the world
What's
is still...
the name of it is called?
There's no name. We don't know what the multiplayer game is. So the footage just leaked it like it was test footage of them like pretty much like messing with the map.
Because it's an early build, do you feel like it's not what the final game will look like and the characters are just kind of like Fortnite modeled?
No, the character models look like they look finished. It's everything else that didn't look finished, but it does look very Fortnite. There wasn't anything from the footage. Like we talked about what kind of game we thought this could be. Remember I said it would be cool if it was like a Monster Hunter style game.
That would be cool.
Now, one of the screenshot pictures, the art showed like one of the monsters and like 4 people attacking it, but nothing from the footage gave me the idea that it would be Monster Hunter style. It kind of looked more survival-y, but the world was pretty open.
I would love a survival
It
version of Horizon Zero Dawn.
It looked like it would be more survival, but there really wasn't nothing you could really tell. Like it was so like bare bones. Like it's like, well, I could see some abilities, but nothing that would be like, all right.
I'm looking for it, and it does not. I'm not finding it anywhere.
Oh, it got removed from everywhere. I had to download it from the dark web somewhere.
Oh no!
Oh no! Will you show me that later?
Yeah, I can show it to you later. Yeah. But yeah. So
Do you think the game
I just
has
want a
future?
multiplayer game I can play.
Yeah.
do I think what?
And well,
Oh, do you feel like? Oh no, I forgot my question.
I'm sorry.
Like the characters don't look bad. It's so
Cartoony.
yeah, it's just cartoony. It's hard. Like it's hard to look at Horizon and then
Not think Fortnite.
yeah. Now you're looking
Does
at
it
these
look like
characters.
the actual Aloy from Fortnite?
These were all like brand new characters. Like you created your own character.
but like, is that the same? Because she's in Fortnite.
Oh,
Yeah, she is in it.
I don't. Let me look because I don't even remember what her Fortnite skin looks like.
That's why I was saying maybe they pulled the character model from Fortnite and put it in the game.
And then just had it like as a base.
Just to see how movement is and everything.
Yeah, but it wasn't her.
Oh,
Right, but if they have the idea of what it would look like, because they just have to like, they can still use that like
character model.
that mold.
Kinda. It looked to be honest, it looked more. Have you played Dauntless? The characters look more like Dauntless characters.
Oh, kind
Gotcha.
of cell shaded block.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in Genshin Impact? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened too. But yeah. But we'll see.
Put Kratos in Genshin Impact.
He is in Genshin Impact. No, he's not. He's not. All right. News story number 6. What is this? Oh, exclusive from IGN. Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony won't be part of E3 2023. All 3 of the game's first-party console manufacturers appear poised to skip E3's big return. E3 is the first physical event in 4 years, was supposed to be a triumphant return for the trade show. An opportunity to recapture some of the excitement of past conventions, which historically have been major showcase events for games industry. However, it appears that when E3 2023 hit the Los Angeles Convention Center in June, it will be without three of its most important draws. IGN has heard from multiple knowledgeable sources that Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo won't be part of E3 2023 or have a presence on the Los Angeles Convention Center show floor. This information comes on the heels of Xbox's announcement last week that it would be returning to Los Angeles for its annual summer showcase while declining to confirm whether it would be part of the show itself. Speaking with IGN last week, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer said the platform holder is timing its showcase with E3 at the moment, convenient for press and even consumers at the event, meaning it's likely to roughly align with the event itself. Spencer also stressed Xbox public support for E3 and the Entertainment Software Association. However, IGN understands that Xbox won't have a booth on the show floor.
Will not.
Will
and this
not.
is not the first time that Nintendo, Xbox, or Microsoft and Sony have said, "Hey, we're not going to be at E3 anymore. We're going to just have our own press release
I
content."
think it was during COVID, though, right? Now that COVID's over, it's a little different. But I also think that Jeff Keighley's platform is just bigger now. I think E3 is out, and Jeff Keighley's Game Awards is like way bigger.
So I think, yeah, this wasn't the first time because even right before COVID, Xbox had their own studio that was near E3, but they still took part of E3. But all their stuff was at their arena. And I think Sony did the same thing because they have their own like arenas there in LA for their shows now. But I mean, is this the death of E3?
No, definitely not. You know why? Because E3 is still a big event, and because it's not just for E3 is not just for us. It's also to kind of get it's like a networking event. You still get to communicate and have other people live test your game. It's a safe environment so that your game doesn't really it's a good place for your game to get a good audience.
I am going to play devil's advocate, and I think it is. I think it's going downhill, and I think that, like I said, I think Jeff Keighley's Game Awards is doing exactly that, and I think he's going to expand on it and then continue to grow it in that sense. And yeah.
Do you feel as though E3 can exist with the Game Awards?
I think they can, but I think from like a consumer standpoint, it's going to be different. Like E3, like you said, is going to be more like business on business rather than like what we see as a consumer, where it's just games and like hype releases and stuff like that. I think that's not probably going to be the case.
Agreed.
Now, I think E3 will be fine if, like how Phil Spencer said, they're trying to align their event the same time as E3. If Sony and Microsoft continue to do that, E3 will be fine because you'll come to E3 just to go to those press events also. Even like they're right down the street from each other. You're not at the same event, but they're still using the same time period to show like their biggest games. But the second that one of them decides, you know what? No, we're just going to do our own thing. That might be, I mean, maybe E3 turns into just electronics and indies.
That could happen. That
But
would work.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, yeah, I do agree with Dex. Jeff Keighley has definitely stepped in when E3 wasn't there, and he might have just took the reins.
He had what, like 855 million people watching or something dumb? Like the highest.
Oh, wow.
Hold on a second. Peak.
Is it because E3 did not want to change? It didn't want to kind of, because remember there was a time period where E3 only allowed, like, you had to have a special kind of badge. Reporters were only allowed in, influencers and developers were the only people really allowed to get in. They closed it off to the public. And I remember I was pissed about it, even though I couldn't go.
Oh, yeah, they only allowed press.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I feel like that was the slow decline of E3. But I don't think it'll ever go away.
Maybe they open it back up to the public. I mean, if they opened it, they did. Maybe they will. I mean,
55 million people voted at the Game Awards.
Whoa. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot. And then they calculated it was 10.2 million hours viewed in 4 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's really hard to like. Jeff Keighley is definitely taking the reins, and I don't think he's going to let up. I think he has a platform now, and he's huge. So,
Well, if you are thinking about E3, they said it will be held June 13th to the 16th, with the 15th and 16th being E3 Gamer Days open to the public. It is being organized in collaboration with ReedPop, the company responsible for Star Wars Celebration, New York Comic Con, and PAX. Events have been trying to recover from the hammer blow of COVID-19 pandemic, which saw major events canceled across game industries and beyond. I mean, yeah. If they're open to the public, they'll be fine. I think that's the key right there.
The public.
Yeah.
I mean, it could also be like movies and TV shows where they have multiple different award shows. And granted, there are different types of awards and they mean different things, but it could just be kind of turning into that too, where we have different types of awards that you can win, even if they're the same category. They're still a different type of award. It could just be like that.
The thing about E3, like E3 wasn't awards. It was just like
it was more marketing for like.
This was just the time when the big three showed their biggest games that were coming out. Like you would wait all year to see the trailers for the biggest games that they were going to talk about. Or shoot, sometimes you got console announcements, like PS6 coming out next year, like stuff like that. But you don't have those big three there to do that anymore.
Right.
So
also, like you're literally seeing Jeff Keighley pull in major names like Hideo Kojima. He's pulling in Matrix dude. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. What's his name?
Bowser.
No, the dude from the Matrix. He was in Cyberpunk.
Keanu
Reeves.
Yeah, they pulled in Keanu Reeves.
John Wick.
Yeah, they're pulling in these huge names. I think they even pulled in like another major name like this year.
Wasn't the Xbox announced at E3 with The Rock?
Yes, it was many moons ago when he still had hair.
Yeah, so the first console by Microsoft was announced at E3 by The Rock. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that, the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Also, I think The Rock was at the Game Awards too, right?
He
was showing off his
was
energy drink. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's betraying E3.
That was hella cringy, but like you're still pulling all these huge people.
Hetero said, "I consistently forget he had hair."
I'm with Hetero. I always forget he had hair at one point.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
It's a good time. I do want E3 to continue to be around because there are other gaming events that are still going on, but they're not on the level of E3 or the Game Awards.
I think E3 is not going away. I just don't think it's going to be what we recognize as E3.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, that does make sense. Like, I'm not gonna go to E3 like, dang, I can't wait to see these video game trailers, because I'm not gonna see them. I gotta go look at Microsoft's press conference or Sony's, and Nintendo's been gone from E3.
Yeah,
they were like, fuck that noise. We doing our Nintendo Direct
out.
Well, they probably couldn't stream it high enough. It was only in 720 instead of 1080. So
they just didn't want to send nobody over here. They don't care. They don't even care anymore.
They don't need to. They're just like, somebody's gonna buy our Mario game. We're fine.
Fun fact: Nintendo left E3 in 2019.
Was that the Wii U era?
That was
Switch was out.
Switch was out.
That's when the Switch first came out. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, E3 is still gonna show cool stuff. It's just not gonna be the big game announcements we expect. News story number 7. Sony's PlayStation Plus Greatest Hits bundle for PS5 owners goes away in May. Sony will stop offering the PlayStation Plus collection, which gave PS5 players who subscribe to PlayStation Plus access to more than a dozen classic PS4 titles on May 9th. the company announced on Wednesday. The PlayStation Plus collection was a great perk for PS5 owners who were Plus subscribers early in the console's life, but now that perk will be going away. If you haven't claimed these games yet, you'll have until May 9th to do so. Once you've claimed the games, you can still access them after May 9th as long as you are subscribed to PlayStation Plus. The PlayStation Plus collection includes some fantastic games, including God of War, The Last of Us Remastered, Persona 5.1, Bloodborne. What else does it come with? Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Ratchet and Clank, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Until Dawn, Uncharted 4, Thief's End, Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Edition, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
So those came with the PlayStation?
Okay, so I know a lot of people that got upset about this news because they were confused with the PlayStation Plus monthly games and this collection. So this collection, pretty much if you bought a PS5, you were able to download all of these games to play when you got your PS5.
Gotcha.
All right. This was only supposed to be around for like a few months. Like when the PS5 came out, it was supposed to be gone. But I guess they just continued it because of the shortage of PlayStation 5. So now that they're like caught up, they're like, all right, yeah, let's take away all these free games from you. Like, make sure you download them. But this isn't anything I didn't expect to happen.
I don't want them to go away. Just so wait, let's say for example you downloaded Fallout 4. Does that mean you still have access to it, or is it gone for good?
Yeah,
You
once
st-
you have it, you have
Once
it.
once you claim it on your account, you have it. But you could only claim these games from your PS5. So if you didn't have a PS5, you couldn't claim these games. So, I mean, I guess maybe you could try logging into somebody else's PS5 at your account and then claiming them.
But still,
Or you can pirate them. No, I'm just kidding.
We do not.
what?
We don't condone pirating here at all. At all. But yeah. So if you want those games, you got till May 9th to claim them all. I would do it. Do it
I like how they were
ASAP.
like, hey, we know that we're out of consoles, so we'll just give you all these like banger games. Now we
Right.
have our consoles, fuck you.
Pretty much. Pretty much. All right. Oh man. And this is our last news story. All right, so our last news story for today is actually pretty much every story that we talked about last week had like a follow-up this week. So the big like Microsoft layoffs and stuff, this comes from The Verge. Microsoft's post-layoff Halo studio is smaller and switching to Unreal Engine. We talked about this months ago, the rumor that Halo was switching to Unreal Engine. It's true. They're going to Unreal Engine.
Why did we bring that up? I don't remember.
Because Halo Infinite sucked.
Oh,
okay.
Nah, it was because like they said that it was hard for them to develop, and then the rumors came up that they would be switching to Unreal Engine, but those rumors also said that maybe they were transitioning all of Halo Infinite into Unreal Engine 4. Turns out that's not the case. They're building a whole new game in Unreal Engine 4.
oh,
Hopefully 5. Why wouldn't they just go straight to 5?
I don't know. So a new game codenamed Tatanka will use Unreal Engine instead of the previous in-house Slipspace engine used for Halo Infinite, according to a new Bloomberg report. Halo developer 343 Industries lost at least 95 people due to Microsoft's recent layoffs, and the studio is apparently switching from its proprietary Slipspace engine to Epic Games' widely used Unreal Engine for future games. The future of Halo has been somewhat up in the air since the layoffs announced on January 18th. Halo Infinite had a strong launch in late 2021, but over time, fans started to get annoyed by frustrations with multiplayer progression, repeated delays to planned features like network campaign co-op and Forge, which finally launched in November, and no indication that new campaign content was imminent. 343 has publicly affirmed its commitment to the franchise following the layoffs. Halo and Master Chief are here to stay, studio head Perez hints who took over the role in September, said in a statement tweeted from Halo account on January 21st, 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future, including Epic Stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great. And Matt Booty, who heads up Xbox Game Studios, told Bloomberg in an interview that 343 will continue as an internal developer for Halo and as the home of Halo. But it's unclear when we might see the next game in the series, so it's difficult to know exactly what 343's involvement will be with the franchise going forward. For example, the studio was already working with Austin-based Certain Affinity on a battle royale game codenamed Tatanka, but that game may evolve in different directions, Bloomberg reports. Tatanka will also apparently be developed on Unreal Engine, while future Halo games will also explore using Unreal. Bloomberg says, if true, the change marks yet another major game developer moving to Unreal. Witcher and Cyberpunk developer CD Projekt Red announced a multi-year strategic partnership with Epic Games to use Unreal in March. And in November, Epic said that more than half of all announced next-gen games are made on Unreal Engine. 343 will also apparently hasn't been making new story content for Halo Infinite, which seems surprising for the game once billed as the start of the next 10 years for Halo, entitled, well, Infinite. Instead, developers were making prototypes in Unreal Engine and pitching ideas for new Halo games. So, this is... oh, this is crazy. So, they're switching to Unreal, and this is funny because remember the whole bit for Halo Infinite was that they were going to be able to release new DLC, new
Like
story content.
Destiny.
Yeah, now they're
Supposed to be a live game, yeah.
now they're not working on any content.
Also, for what it's worth, give me a Halo BR. I'd play it.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I would
yeah.
too.
Hell yeah.
They should have came out with that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were actually.
I thought they were too, but this move to Unreal Engine is gonna be great for them.
You think so? Is it
Yeah.
because it's easier to work with them?
There's more assets across the board for everybody.
Yeah, it's just better to work with. It's faster to work with. Slipstream or Slipspace was known to be hard for them to work with, and all the people who were like the OGs on Slipspace, having new people come in and learn it, it was too hard to like actually use it. Which is probably part of why it took so long for them to make anything for Halo Infinite. I mean, you only got 5 maps, 5 freaking maps in a whole year.
To be honest, 5 maps should have been your like launch.
Which it was, and it stayed like that for a year.
I don't think they could really do worse.
So now the thing is with Tatanka, whatever this is, Halo's not done, but whatever they come out with has to hit, and it has to hit good.
I will say what they should do, like from like a like in my viewpoint, is they should kill Halo. Not kill Halo, but like this should be like their like axe on the chopping board and start fresh with Halo. Does that make sense?
No.
Like,
Cynderelle, do you understand what
You
he's
talking about a reboot?
Yeah, like a straight up reboot. Like they should just from the ground up work another Halo game.
Well,
I
I mean, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, yeah, I agree and disagree because I mean, Halo Infinite.
It's infinite trash.
Oh no, it's not trash.
To be fair, it was fun. I enjoyed myself.
I
but
did too.
For how
Right.
long?
The whole time. I beat
At
the
least
game
3
in
days.
less than 2 months.
Okay, it wasn't trash, but it wasn't good.
So it was garbage.
Oh, that's
It was
fancy.
It was garbage. It wasn't like it.
Did better
wasn't
than
good.
Battlefield. Not even.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like,
true.
They could have done worse. They could have absolutely done worse. But I kind of agree with Dax. I think they should take this move, kind of like not do anything like in the public eye for a little bit, kind of work on a game, and then once they have a solid game built, then maybe come back into the public eye a little bit more and say, hey, like we all know you loved Halo, like Halo Infinite was the ugly stepsister and we won't talk about her. Like that kind of a thing.
That
Like,
was 4 as well, and Reach, and there's
Well,
a few of them. unfortunately.
Hey, you can have more than one ugly stepsister. Look at Cinderella. She had 2. Just saying. Like
Halo wishes that it was Cinderella in this situation, unfortunately.
I'm just saying, like,
I think they should
it would
start
be
from
a
the
good
ground
idea.
up. Too. I agree.
What would be a good idea is literally use the Unreal Engine as a way to be like, old Halo is gone. We're going to work from here on out to provide this new Halo experience. Give us a teaser, and the teaser will probably bring in some people.
Yeah, like you use all of the characters, the likenesses, but I want a new game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care. I don't want it to feel like Halo. I don't want none of
You
that.
don't want to feel like
No,
Halo?
I think
Even
I'm.
like throwing a grenade.
I think I'm good.
I don't know,
I just want it to feel good.
Energy Sword, like that was, I don't know. There's some
I only
iconics
ever
for
played Halo
me.
for the energy. That's
Halo
the only
3
weapon
was
I've ever
like
used.
it for me, but I also feel like I played it competitively. Like I played it for money.
Yeah.
So like for me, this is like my childhood being ruined, you know?
You know what it was for me, like Halo Infinite, like playing like the multiplayer and stuff. Yes, it felt like Halo to me.
Mm-hmm.
But when you also say it feels like Halo, you're also saying it feels like old game development. So it feels
True.
like an old game.
I just don't want like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield version of Halo. Like I want the essence of Halo to stay. What would be cool is if they were like they did something like with like time and space, and then they gave us all the old Halo content back in some form or manner. Why didn't they bring Halo 3's maps back or Halo 2's map back? Like they could have done that, and people would have been ecstatic about it. In my
Isn't
opinion.
that by Bungie though? Halo 3 was by because
They bought, so they own all the rights.
Yeah, I mean they could have just brought Forge mode, and you know.
I don't want to act like I know all the back ins and outs of what goes behind owning a company, but what I will say is I hear the people I care about on this podcast say Halo needs to die. What? This game paved the way. Look at GoldenEye. We are we did a whole segment.
Have you played it?
Game. We played a
Wait,
segment.
What was GoldenEye trash?
No, it was fantastic.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
But has any of us played it since it came out?
To be fair, no, because
I
like
have
I've already played it.
Exactly.
Like, I played it on the 64.
And I'm not gonna play GoldenEye because I know, like, if I played
You're
it,
not gonna play the multiplayer.
I would play it for one day and be like, all right, well, that was good enough.
To be fair, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is nostalgic," and then you're gonna be done, right? Like that's just how nostalgia works. You play it
And-
for a little bit, get that feel back, and
That's how I felt about Infinite.
Gosh, what is
like,
going on
and
here?
If it-
Sonic Adventure for me was the same way.
Infinite felt nostalgic to me, and
So
then I
wait.
was like, I'm over it.
What do you guys want from your games? What do you want?
Final Fantasy VII remake. That's like
I want innovation,
You want innovation,
new innovation.
I'm okay with the same game. Just like re-give it to me in today's modern era. Like I don't know. Like if you're gonna do like a nostalgia thing, don't just give me the same game with the same 4 pixels. I don't know.
want another Spyro game. That's what I want.
They just released a new Spyro game, didn't they? A couple years
Did
ago.
they? Did
I
they?
think so. Yeah, they remade like the originals. Cindy can't
Yeah.
argue with me because she's frozen.
I have the remastered.
That's what I'm saying. Like Final Fantasy
But
took
I want a
7.
new one.
Final Fantasy VII literally took their entire game and gave it to us with more content, up-to-date graphics, and amazing storytelling, and it did absolutely phenomenal.
I'm a true believer that gamers, myself included, do
But
not
that-
know what we want.
That game was innovative though. It wasn't
I
the same.
agree.
It wasn't the
Absolutely.
same battle system. It was a complete new battle system. It was just the same story.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I would love to see Halo, feel like Halo, but like not the same issues that we had 15 years ago. You know?
Right.
What is the number one issue that's killing or killed the current Halo game, Infinite?
Content.
Content.
Yeah,
I think in this
content.
situation with content, I think before I'm not a fan of like Halo when they gave us jetpacks and like a tumble system and like all these things. That was my issue prior.
But that's innovative, right?
It is, but I didn't like it. I'm just old.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
that did fine though.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
has
it's
to be
just not to me.
not complicated. Because a lot of times you like people take innovation and they run with it and they add way too much new stuff that doesn't need to be added.
High key, they could just make Halo 3 look prettier, and then it would do fine. Like straight up.
You think this last game didn't look good?
They could take Halo 3 and make it look prettier, and it would do just fine.
I did enjoy this last game, and I played it to completion. And I did all the little side stuff and everything, and I guess just because it's the title of Halo, I enjoyed it a little bit more. But at the same time, I did like the open worldness of having like platoon or troops that you rescue, and then they follow you, and it's just like, all right, Chief, where are we going now? It was just really cool.
You're talking about
Halo
campaign.
Infinite,
Oh.
To be fair, Halo Infinite did fine. There was nothing wrong with
Yeah,
Halo Infinite.
The campaign
issue with
was
Halo-
fine.
Okay.
The issue with Halo Infinite was the content that they didn't have afterwards.
Mm.
The game got stale because nothing else was coming out. If they would have continued to produce maps, they would have continued to produce DLCs. It would probably still be competing with Call of Duty right now, but it's not because there's no content.
So we're talking about multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm talking about multiplayer. Campaign was fine. I had no problem with the campaign.
I thought the multiplayer felt great too.
It,
I enjoyed it.
it
just
felt
got
it was a
It
it did get
overwhelmed.
boring. But I think even with the content, I would have still got bored of the multiplayer gameplay. That's
The
what
loop, the loop. Yeah.
only because like the way Halo feels to me, it feels older. That's how it feels for multiplayer. I'm like, I'm not too fond of it.
I'm gonna be real honest. Me throwing a grappling hook onto an enemy and then hitting him in the back of the head was one of my favorite clips out of that entire game, and I still loved it. So
Maybe they need to add more grappling hook.
yeah, 2 grappling hooks.
Just a grappling hook gun.
Grappling a.
They should just put Spider-Man and like Master Chief.
Put Spider-Man in every game.
Yeah.
It makes every game great.
It does actually.
All right. Well, that is our last story. Now, it looks like we have time for our Q&A. Get into the pot of gold with Rainbow. We are gonna have Cynderelle ask a couple questions
Rainbow's
to us.
actually here too if she wants
Is
to do
she?
it. Yeah.
She is.
I didn't
Yeah.
see her.
She popped in chat.
Zero heard your voice and was like, Yanos.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, if you want to do a couple questions, Cynderelle, I'm good.
I would love to.
She's so excited.
She's been waiting for this all night.
I have not. What?
The one time her internet doesn't go out. Thoughts?
Right. Like, how is this
Okay,
happening?
All right.
All right, games coming out this week. Just kidding.
We'll start it. We'll make it simple. We'll make it simple. For now, a favorite accessory on a desk.
On a desk right now,
On a
my
desk.
Stream Deck for sure.
Favorite accessory?
Like for like just something that I have on my desk. I love my food that I always happen to have on my desk.
This, my notepad, my noteboard. This thing is very extremely
Like, does it have to have any use? 'Cause-
No, that's just
Okay.
an accessory. What makes your desk pretty?
no, it doesn't make this pretty.
Oh shoot, I'm
It
not
doesn't
very
have
good in that
anything. Anything you
department.
find use. Oh, it's so cute.
I got my name
What?
plate.
Cuphead and Mughead are my favorite accessories for my desk.
Y'all got cool stuff. Oh no, I don't have that.
But I also have this little thingy majig that I spin. It spins.
What does that do? That's it? It just spins?
It's just a fidget. So like if I'm at my desk and I'm I have my hand on my mouse and I'm not doing anything
My
with my other hand. I
favorite.
just spin it.
I have a custom made
That's a fidget.
thing for D&D.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that
Yeah.
Icarus?
No, that's my character from
Oh,
Wrath of the
from
Righteous.
got you.
It's 3D printed.
Yep. And then I have a
Nice.
tornado too.
Nice. I don't have much cool, pretty stuff. Oh no.
Bro, I know you have a whole.
yarn bowl.
Oh, it's a yarn ball.
Also,
Oh,
my stream deck is
yarn.
my useful.
You know, you have a
That's my
plethora of stuff behind you on your desk.
Oh,
His phone.
this is my favorite actually. This one right here. This.
I do
Oh,
like the
Kirby, that is cool.
Kirby.
Did you see the one that somebody on Twitter bought a Sonic the Hedgehog from like a pop or whatever, and it was him running around like one of those pole things, and then it had like Green Valley underneath. Is that Cho'Gath?
All I heard,
sure is.
all I heard was
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog on a pole.
Rainbowkisses got this for me actually, and my goddaughter got me the Kirby.
And then
I have a whiteboard too, Rainbow.
oh yeah, my boy, he goes everywhere with me. Gara,
Oh, nice.
forgot. I love my Gara.
God.
He was in my PC for a long time.
All right, next question. Are we ready for the next question?
I
Yeah,
know
look,
I need
this
more
this is
cool stuff.
this question's about to be on the opposite of the spectrum. What?
Oh, it was a ploy. It was supposed to warm us up, huh?
I'm just gonna keep showing cute stuff.
Well, I like that one.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
That's cool.
Okay, next question. Have you
Uh-oh.
ever fallen from bed while doing it? And did you just say fuck it and continue from the floor?
Yes.
No,
That
no.
yes. And we laughed about it in the middle of it.
But did you continue?
Yeah.
Did you continue on the continue?
Yes. It continued. But it was
What, are you
hilarious.
guys doing this? Like, what is happening? To make you
Jackhammer.
fall off.
Look, thought the
Jack's
bed
not everybody just sticks to missionary.
thought the bed was bigger.
It's been around forever. Don't come at me because old still works, okay?
I must say, I've never fallen off a bed, but I did break a shower rod
That's how you do it.
and then continue.
That's how you do it.
I just imagine you guys doing this the entire time.
What is?
what is that? The jackhammer?
Yeah.
That's a signature move.
Oh
Jackhammer
man.
is actually
Yeah,
a
no,
signature
Rambo.
move.
Yano just has to go for those kneecaps and then
Oh man, you just kind of roll around and lose your balance and
Yeah.
I've been on a twin size bed. I am a 6'4" human being and I've never fallen off a
How
bed.
have you? How? Like, are
I
you
mean,
just not doing it right, or like,
No, like
what?
I don't even put my foot down, you know what I mean? Like
Getting
he keeps his Timbs on.
Dirty.
Stacks over
Yeah.
here with show and tell.
I'll put my leg off the bed so I have motivation or momentum, but I ain't
That's good.
falling.
Leverage, not momentum. But
That's,
I don't like.
I just
All
I'm
right.
doing something wrong.
I feel like you guys are doing something wrong.
Oh,
I know.
Well-
It's fun.
one more question.
My back would
Okay,
hurt.
all right,
Just so
all right.
we're clear. I can't be falling off no beds.
Momentum.
Have you ever thought your partner's sexual parts looked weird?
Yes.
Wait, looked weird?
Weird?
Yes.
No.
Have I? Wait.
I think-
Weird?
I think all body parts look fucking weird, to be honest. So
True that. However,
Look, I'm just saying all dicks look weird. Like none of them look attractive. They're
I
all
have
weird.
this guy's
looking.
own socks
in a
over
box.
there.
I don't think I've ever been like,
It's never
what the
stopped.
fuck is that?
You know? I don't think it's ever stopped me, but I'm like, why are these made like this? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't
overall,
never think I had like that initial thought of like the hell's going on with that thing?
BTG waits till he gets it done, and then he goes, "What the fuck did I just do?"
Oh well, that's just that's instant regret.
It's just in general, though.
Yeah.
Just to share, and I know this is
That's clarity.
Night Kids After Dark, so we can talk about this type of stuff here. However, I did see a larger than normal clitoris, and
You mean
I
like
will
the meaty part.
the meaty part.
Yeah. I know
And
what you mean.
I don't think it was weird. I just know that it was
It caught you off guard.
caught me off guard.
Did you get the scissors?
No, it didn't get the scissors. How dare that was so
Let me just get that off there for you. Let me just get that off
That's
there for
terrible.
I'm
But-
with Rainbow on this one. The first time I ever saw like an uncircumcised, I was like, I know that's normal, but like,
I don't even know. I've never seen one
Really?
of those. Yeah.
it's not like
you. I got my
Never.
surgery very young, birth, so I'm
Not
chilling.
not even in the football, like the
It
locker room.
No, definitely not there.
Yo, what you got? What are you doing over there?
What's this? Is that a sock?
it doesn't change anything. It just it's an appearance. It's cosmetic. It's a
Yeah,
cosmetic thing.
it's an
And
accessory.
It's a
Cleanliness thing. as
it's a
well.
it's a jacket,
It doesn't have, but that's the thing. It doesn't have to be a cleanliness thing.
a
Doesn't
turtleneck.
have to be.
It doesn't have to be a cleanliness thing. Like as long as you take care of it properly.
Turtle.
But like,
Here's the thing:
all-
some people don't know how to take care of it. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of
yeah,
work.
not all girls know how to take care of themselves either. But like,
Oh, we know.
that's not a,
Oh
that's not a-
man.
But all dicks look weird. That you can't change my mind. There has
I
never
think-
been an
I
attractive,
think-
uncircumcised or not. There has never been an attractive dick on this planet.
I think dicks and vaginas both look very strange, personally. But
inside
They
and
do.
out.
yeah.
I did not like Rainbow did not like that cosmetic. Honestly, I don't really. It doesn't bother me either or. It doesn't bother me. That's
I
And
have
with
no
that,
sample sizes, so I don't know.
Games-
Sample size.
games coming out this week. Apparently, Power Wash Simulator is coming out on PlayStation 5 and
Again.
P4.
Jesus.
I guess it was it not on PlayStation, or is it coming to like
It's
the
on
Plus?
Xbox
Oh, okay.
NPC, right?
and PC. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was already on PC. Oh, it's coming on Switch also. Trek to Yomi is coming on Switch. Oh,
was a
that
good
came.
game. I
That
had
already came out.
It was on Game Pass.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was. Okay, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One. Season: A Letter to the Future on PlayStation 5, 4, and PC. That came out a couple days ago. SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Valiant Hearts coming home, iOS and Android, January 31st. We Were Here Forever, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, P4, Xbox One. Football Manager 2023, PlayStation 5. Dang, that game still comes out.
That's what I thought when you said. I was like, what in the world?
Chef Life, a restaurant simulator, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, P4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Deliver Us Mars, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, P4, Xbox One, and PC. I'm gonna have to
Is
ask
that
my.
on Game Pass. I actually want to look into that.
I don't think it is. I didn't see it on there. Yeah, I didn't see it on there. But I need to ask my friend about it because he said he accidentally pre-ordered it like 3 months ago,
I
and
hate
he
when you accidentally just spend $60 on
and
it.
he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's downloading. I don't even know what this is. I was like, oh well, try it out. He's like, I looked it up. It looks like it's pretty cool. I'm just gonna play it. So I asked him about it. Life is Strange 2 is coming out on Switch today. Tales: The Backbone Preludes on PC today, and The Pathless on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Switch. And
Is
that
it a-
got
I'm confused. Is it a truce or sorry? I'm really curious about this Deliver Us to Mars. Is it a single player like survival or
it looks single player. Let me see.
is it like a single player storyline or?
Let's see.
I've heard good things about Power Wash Simulator. I even
Power
watched-
Wash Simulator is amazing.
played it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I played it too. It was
relaxing.
relaxing.
It looks relaxing.
I can't watch the trailer without cookies. You mother.
They know what
I
they're
love cookies.
I could just buy it.
You should go on the competitor website. I can't say it live, but if you do that, you can pull it over and then watch the video from there.
True.
Peggy
Not that
12.
we'd ever do that, Jeff Bezos, ever.
One man,
Peggy 12.
one choice.
See, I got that voice.
It affected everyone.
You got it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did. You got to do
Chills.
it.
Chills.
Why is it going so slow? What is happening?
Is that the word we're using? Chill?
Yeah.
Chills.
Plenty of well-intentioned
I like how it's at,
people
like,
have
10
caused
frames, though.
so much.
Yeah, what is happening?
Are we
You have
watching
so much
Calypso
potential
Protocol?
to help so many people.
Because you didn't accept the cookies back.
I think that is why.
To save us. Good. Go.
Go.
I'm learning absolutely
What your
nothing
dad and the
from
Lunar
this.
Council did, they left us here to rot.
I don't know. Cookies sound amazing.
I have cookie dough bites in the fridge.
Oh,
I don't know.
You know, ice cream.
I don't know.
Paisley
know.
made them.
now I want cookies.
What?
I can't tell anything. That showed me nothing, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's okay. I'll watch it
still
for like 10
doesn't.
minutes and make a decision.
It's
I
true.
love-
You'll be able to
I
watch
love
it on
making rash decisions.
right here on Twitch. Just buy it.
Yeah, fuck it.
But yeah, that is it for the show. Our next episode will be on Monday.
Monday.
Should be me, Yano, and Daxter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless we cancel last minute.
Which could happen. But if you guys want more content from us, where can they find you guys?
You can find me, Yanonick, over at NK_Yanonick at Twitter or twitch.tv/Yanonick. Professor, where can we find you?
I just want to point out that we're 43 weeks into this.
Plus some.
Plus some. Anyways, you can find me at Fitness with Daxter on Instagram if you guys want to keep up with my workout. I might stream again eventually on Twitch at Professor_Daxter, where we'll be playing some more Elden Ring. YouTube, there will be a video uploaded shortly, and that's Professor Daxter, one word. Twitter is a great place to get a hold of me, and that is at Professor Daxter, all one word on Twitter. What about you, Sydney?
You can find me in a loony bin because my kids are going to drive me there here in a second. But also on YouTube, _Cynderelle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Twitter, _Cynderelle, and Instagram at _Cynderelle as well.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Cinderella's YouTube because her first boss battle in Elden Ring.
It was only like 400 deaths. Who cares, you know?
It
Yeah,
was only
only.
134. Okay.
But I felt her pain watching that video. And apparently,
Dax heard my pain.
Yeah.
apparently Deliver Us from Mars is an adventure action game with
so it's a
with
story.
puzzles in it. Yeah, it's story.
Okay. That's not as cool.
I have a quick question for Cynderelle on the podcast regarding her YouTube. Do you play the game and then do the voiceovers afterwards, or do you play and talk while during the game?
I do the voiceovers after. Most of the time, I'm recording during the day, and so rather than chaos, I could just keep the mic muted and do the voiceovers after.
Yeah, it probably would have been very vulgar
Oh,
because
that's the best part. Mine's going to be extremely vulgar.
I was cussing for her. I was like, holy fucking shit.
Dax got a front row seat to that recording. And
Oh.
I was
poor
like, you should have
Dax,
seen it. I was like, you should have seen it if you didn't play Magic.
it was
If you would have done a blade, it would have been like,
Oh, it would have been like it probably. Yeah, that's true. All
my
right.
poor Dax got a beating. Like, it was not pretty. It was not the best of Cynderelle.
Do we have somebody to raid?
I do if no one else does.
you always on top of it.
It's just because I'm trying to, be on top of it.
Loot Box Hero is playing Overwatch too.
Loot Box Hero. Terrible Gaming 123 is playing Grand Theft Auto.
I love that name. I don't know.
123 is the 123 for me.
Yeah.
Is it literally terrible gaming? 1, 2, 3.
Literally.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, make sure you guys show Terrible Gaming 123 the same support and love that you show us. And remember, this has been Night Kids After Dark podcast, where gamers discuss gamer things every Monday and Thursday live, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv Team Night Kids. Later, y'all.
Bye bye.
Peace.